the break, we had a story running on unemployment in the country, which right now it stands at 67%. That is youth unemployment rate in the country. Now, experts say differently about who to blame for the current unemployment crisis in the country, as the government says it is not to be blamed. Here is the full report.
As humans, we often look for someone or something to blame for our misfortunes. As of early 2025, Kenya's overall unemployment rate stood at 5.4%, but for youths aged 18 to 34, that number rockets to nearly 67%. A generation caught in limbo, too educated to settle, yet too idle to thrive. However, the current government denies the blame.
We must tell each other the truth. Tuwache kuwachochea vijana wa Kenya. Kazi ya unemployment haikuanza wakati wa serikali hii. In fact, shida ya unemployment ni kwa sababu hatujakuwa na mpango wa mataratibu ya serikali vile nimeweka, ndio tumekuwa na mrindiko mkubwa, a huge pileup of unemployed youth, because we have never had a comprehensive plan to make sure that young people have jobs the way we have it today.
But what do experts have to say? Steve Muhunya, a seasoned educationist and curriculum consultant, says the real crisis lies deeper in a system that prioritizes theory over skill, paper over purpose, and even politicize and commercialize education.
When President Kibaki took over in 2002, free primary education was implemented. No one addressed the issue of infrastructure. No one addressed the issue of student-teacher ratio. When President Kibaki moved on for 10 years, when President Uhuru took over, the ideal position, if the government was serious, was to work on free quality primary education. When President Ruto, the current sitting president, was the Minister of Higher Education, he brought in a double intake. Those students were pushed to the university. The problem was very clear: address the issue of infrastructure. So, in terms of being intentional, no, the government is not intentional. Governments thrive in failing because there is nothing. The government knows how many students are studying law today. The government knows how many graduates of law will come out tomorrow. The government knows how many teachers are needed today. The government knows how many teachers are available. And these are statistics that are in the shelves of the Ministry of Education.
The new competence-based curriculum, CBC, is praised for its ability to produce learners who are competent as per the 21st century skills, including communication, collaboration, digital literacy, and morals. But this only equips learners as from the year 2017. What then happens to the lost lot from 2003 to 2017? A generation that has developed educational apathy, the result of a curriculum that has consistently failed them. A generation that is ready to go to the streets for demonstrations because they neither have anything to do nor lose. Amos Onyango, a former street kid, is now the founder of Lawi Afrique Foundation, empowering youth with fashion and digital skills. Skilling, reskilling, and upskilling youths became his purpose after he completed his Bachelor of Education degree from Kenyatta University.
So far, 216 to be specific, of which they are in different areas. Some are fashion designers, some are models, some are running their own small businesses. 2 got scholarship in Australia, and then there are quite a number that is working with EPZ. There are 3 that are working with Rivertex, and there are also others that are working with other fashion industries in Kenya, which some of them I don't know.
Having the highest beneficiaries from the vulnerable groups in the society, the organization sustains itself by making sales of the products they produce. But Amos knows his initiative is just a drop in the ocean, and solving the unemployment crisis will take more than goodwill.
So as you can see, our space is not that big, so we don't take more than 10 students per cohort. So the maximum we have always take is 10 because of the space. Because when they come here, it's about practical. It's not about theory like most of them sit in class and they just listen to a lecture. It comes on need basis, and also we balance. Remember, we also have student intern. At the same time, we have those that want to gain skills, but they don't have the finances. So we give them opportunity to learn here. Some of them have learned for free, majority of them, they have not paid anything. Others just pay a bit of small money that can help buy fabrics that they used to train with.
With the change of generational values and job preference from white-collar to skills and talent-based jobs, there comes the need for shifts in curriculum priorities. This includes TVET empowerment, modern agribusiness, and digital entrepreneurship.
Previous years, the perception was not good. Young people used to value white-collar jobs. But now with this AI coming up and also with the current generation, which are the Gen Z majority, things are changing. The perspective of how young people want to do things are totally different with the perspective of millennials, where they will want to sit in office, have a good tie and dress well. The current generations love doing things with their hands. They spend most of their time in phones and doing a lot of research online.
You don't need to change the system. You remove irrelevant content. Like if I'm being a doctor and the whole 4 years you are teaching me about the Mwene Mutapa kingdom, how is that going to help you? And even parents, are we able to identify these talents at a tender age? And once we're able to identify talents among us, our kids and direct them appropriately, so that you don't waste a lot of money taking a student through the university education to be a banker when you know this is just an athlete. This is a musician, when you would have sent him after Form 4 to a music school.
However, from the constant trend of dilution of content by the Ministry of Education, where subjects are combined, making them either too wide or lacking relevant teachers to handle the whole discipline, experts warn that the outcome of the current steps made to ease unemployment for the next generation may be jeopardized.
Those who went to school in the 90s and 80s will tell you they did a lot of cooking in school, they did a lot of tailoring, they did a lot of animal husbandry. There was 4K Club that was quite active. Between then, when the subjects were reduced to 5, and the issue was who was the best to pick to join the best national school, the teachers went back to class, and the student was graded based on what he could put on the paper, not the skill they had learned. So there will be a gap. Organizations such as that can do a wonderful job to address the gap that was created between 2003 to 2017.
Despite the setbacks, there remains a glimmer of hope, driven by individuals creating opportunities and by a shift in mindset valuing skills, innovation, and relevance. As Kenya faces its unemployment dilemma, the answer may not lie solely in government policy, but in the classrooms, workshops, and dreams of a prepared generation. Anyango Sylvia, KUTV.